are they, the foreign investors? How easy is to do business in Kazakhstan? What investment projects are being implemented? What areas of Kazakhstan's economy are attractive for investment? Watch business opportunities on Kazakh TV and meet successful foreign investors working in Kazakhstan.
One of the domestic manufacturers of products for the mining and ore dressing industries is located in the village of Novaya Sogra in the East Kazakhstan. Not so long ago, it got a second wind. The Russian investor Somex Group of companies, which is the largest manufacturer of polyurethane products in Eastern Europe, has invested over 1,600,000,000 tenge in the reconstruction of the repair and electromechanical plant. Several new workshops have been built and new products have been launched, such as various mining and metallurgical equipment, metal structures, and, of course, products made from polyurethane polymer, which have high elasticity and is capable of withstanding the strongest mechanical overloads and extreme temperature changes from -60 degrees to +80. Good afternoon. I invite you to the maintenance electromechanical plant. Lena, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you feeling? Excellent. Let's work. Of course. Usually the working day starts with viewing the mail. We are checking emails. So, a great start of the day. We have received an order for the production of the impeller FPM 6.3. The customer is the Kazakh Mys Corporation. Lena, do we have documents for signing? Bring them, please. Currently, we are making 7 orders at the same time. Our customers are both from Russia and Kazakhstan. We produce hydrocyclones. Here, hydrocyclone batteries are shown in the drawing. The layout of this hydrocyclone in the section. Our hydrocyclones are used in enrichment for separation in a liquid environment of ore from a waste. And now I invite you to take part in the meeting with my colleagues. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. The application for this tank was received. We have developed the documentation taking into account the assembly and the installation. Here are the designers. Here are the developers of this documentation. We can discuss our proposals now together. How will we make it? How will we do it? How can we improve? Here we optimized its weight. That is, we already have a less costly production of the material. The price is lower. So we can compete. Okay, understood. Finish this part. So, thank you. Let's continue to work. Everything's ready, Eric Razevich. As agreed, let's go to the trial fill. Let's go. The plant manufactures numerous products, including hydrocyclones, slide valves, polyurethane-lined pipes, and so on. However, this is not a full list of products. And now we want to show the process of pouring polyurethane into dispenser for the customer Norilsk Nickel. The company produces an impressive range of polyurethane products which are used in the mining and processing industries, metallurgy, machine building, and transport, as well as in the oil and gas sector. Enterprise's customer list includes such leaders of industry as Kazakh Mys, Kaztseng, Norilsk Nickel, Magnitogorsk Iron and Steelworks, Severstal, Gazprom, and many others. I want to introduce the head of the workshop, Alexander Tsiganenko, the famous athlete in the past and a master of sports who is the silver medalist of the last Spartakiad of Friendship of Peoples on weightlifting.
Эта деталь представляет собой переходник для того, чтобы увеличить...
This part is an adapter. In order to increase the service life of this part, the inner lining with polyurethane is made.
Полиуретан – это материал, который относится к синтетическим эластомерам.
Polyurethane is a material that relates to synthetic elastomers, which has unique abilities, withstands wear and tear.
В производстве, в силу своей специфики, имеет место в обогащении.
Do you know that in mining, due to its specificity, there is a huge amount of ore and rock in the enrichment? It runs through various pipelines. And polyurethane is used in order to increase the production efficiency at almost any mining and processing plant.
На любом горно-обогатительном комбинате применяется полиуретан. Вот вы сейчас видите.
Now you see the process of pouring polyurethane. After it is poured, it is placed in a chamber where it stays for several hours. Then, when the polymerization process ends, the process of thermos regulation goes on.
Дальше идет процесс термостатирования. Сейчас эта деталь.
Now this part will be placed in the furnace.
Сейчас переходник находится в печи.
Now the adapter is in the furnace for the raw materials to stay in place. This is a technological process.
Полиуретаном мы заливаем для того,
We pour polyurethane in order to extend the life of this product. The service life increases approximately 10 to 12 times.
10-12 раз. Вот у нас готовый.
Here we have radio adapters which are moved from our shop to the painting and packaging shop.
Также мы заливаем футировку.
We also fill the lining of armored discs and impellers for slurry pumps. And now we'll go to the laboratory where we analyze the raw materials.
Анализ сырья. Вот это наша лаборатория.
This is our laboratory. I present to you our chemist-technologist Yulia Zaparkhanova. All raw materials received for processing are subjected to the input analysis. That is, the necessary sample is taken from the raw materials, in which we count the number of urethane groups by the method of tetimetry. The principle of tetimetry is based on the fact that to the original solution, which is blue, we add the necessary amount of chemical reagent, and then we get a solution of yellow color. That is, by the amount of chemical reagent that was used for titration, we can calculate the number of urethane groups. The investor from Russia for the first time entered the market with a proposal for the implementation of technological equipment manufactured using polyurethane at Russian plants that are part of the holding. It was intended for the ore dressing plants.
Когда 10 лет назад
When 10 years ago Somex began to offer these products to Kazakhstan, it got a great demand.
через несколько лет успешных продаж
After several years of successful sales by the general investor, which is Somex, it was decided to place production in the city of Ust-Kamenogorsk. This is due to the following reasons. Firstly, Ust-Kamenogorsk is the center of the Rudny Altai, the center of non-ferrous metallurgy in Kazakhstan. There are a lot of qualified personnel.
есть государственный технический
There is a state technical university in the city of Ust-Kamenogorsk which educates qualified personnel for these industries.
таких производств. Здесь располагается
Also, there are such flagships of Kazakhstan's industry as Kazakh and Kazakh Mis.
Казахмыс. На момент приобретения этого завода
At the time of the acquisition of this plant, the Sagrinsky plant, its former name, practically did not work.
российский инвестор
The Russian investor Somex gave new life to the plant.
новую жизнь.
The plant produces slide gate valves for mining enterprises that are in high demand. One of the new products is slurry pumps. Here they mastered the production both in metal design and in polyurethane. We are approaching the blank preparation shop.
Процесс начинается с разрезания металла.
The process begins with the cutting of the metal. Here is an automatic installation for gas cutting of metal with numerical control.
Управление. В настоящее время вы видите процесс, когда нарезают.
Currently you see the process when parts of the pipeline are cut. In advance, according to the documentation, the program is put into the machine, and after that the machine automatically cuts the sheet metal.
На данный момент происходит процесс вальцовки, заготовки и изготовки.
At the moment, the metal rolling process is taking place. We will get a shell structure of cylindrical shape. Then we will make cylindrical parts from the shell.
Цилиндрические детали. На ленточно-пильной пиле происходит раскрой сортового процесса.
Cutting of steel structures takes place at the band saw machine. Accordingly, we do not cut it with gas, we cut it mechanically, which reduces labor intensity and also increases the quality of the cutting.
Увеличивает качество реза. Продукция нашего завода.
Our plant produces slurry pumps under the VREX trademark.
Данный насос готовится к сборке и
This pump is being prepared for assembly and accordingly for testing.
для того, чтобы качественная
Each pump is tested as our customers should get only quality products.
насосов и
The
проточных.
Design Bureau developed a test bench for pumps for the testing of pumps and the flow of pumps.
Наверное, ближе к вечеру.
We probably will start to run it for testing later in the evening. Okay, understood. This is Oskar Kusainov, head of mechanical workshop of maintenance electromechanical plant.
Токарный участок на D500 мы
Turning shop. We produce valve bodies at our foundry manufacturing.
на нашей литейке. Это данный корпус VRX 250.
This is VRX 250 valve body. This is the second stage after casting. Then the item will be delivered to the milling machine center for further processing of the shell.
Где будет дальше обработка корпуса.
It was possible to keep the team of workers, practically veterans of the plant at the turning shop. But the enterprise consists not only of workers and engineers, but there's also a financial service which calculates profitability of production and monitors specified financial parameters of operating activities. Let me introduce our financial director, Olga Pobras. She's a high qualified specialist and a beautiful woman. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the accounting department. The work is in full swing. Today, I went to the tax authority.
Налоговый орган. Давайте
Let's get back to work. Let's talk about serious issues.
поговорим о серьезном.
Вот это мы сдали. Нормально?
We submitted this. This needs to be checked. We need to submit it once again. All right.
Пересдайте все.
Ладно, хорошо.
Unequivocally, there are a number of economic indicators that we intend to achieve by 2020. The investor sets the main goals. First of all, it's necessary to improve the production base, apply technologies, working conditions, and to increase the productivity. At the same time, results of investments are of interest to our customers because it contributes to the improvement of product quality at a low price and the optimal speed of fulfilling orders.
Продукции при низкой цене и при оптимальной скорости выполнения заказов. И мы считаем, что именно при таком...
And we believe that the enterprise is complete success with this approach. There are necessary conditions for business development in Kazakhstan. The taxation system that we have today is an important factor. The level of tax burden allows to conduct business in an open manner. And this gives confidence when the investor makes any decision about long-term financial investment. But when you do not have confidence in the stability of your business, you aim to make profit in the short term. The second factor is the state policy in relation to business and the strategy of those institutions that are called upon to implement this policy. This is an enterprise development fund in our case. Our enterprise attracted credit resources of local banks for the purchase of fixed assets and replenishment of working capital in the period of 2012 to 2015. We received subsidies for half of the interest rate on remuneration that the bank accrued to us as part of the Damu Fund Business Roadmap program.
процентной ставки по вознаграждению, который нам начислял банк.
Следующий участок –
The next section is a pattern shop. We produce models for a foundry at a workshop.
производим модели для литейного цеха.
Metal melting and casting is in the classical metallurgical enterprise were introduced thanks to investments in the plant. By the way, it is quite traditional.
А теперь мы познакомимся с литейным цехом. Наш литейный цех представляет собой следующее. Две печи.
And now we will get acquainted with a foundry shop. There are two furnaces, runners for sand casting, a drying chamber for drying molds.
Сушильная камера для просушки
There is also a crane beam with a lifting capacity of 5 tons.
Для перемещения разливочного ковша у нас освоен производство серого чугуна.
We have mastered the production of gray cast iron and high chromium cast iron. Now we will observe the process of smelting the gate valve's body from gray cast iron. Here, please, have a look.
Вот, пожалуйста, посмотрите форму. Мы будем наблюдать процесс разливки
We will observe the process of pouring gray cast iron from the furnace into the pouring pot.
в разливочный ковш. Разливочный ковш предварительно разогревается с помощью...
The pouring pot is preheated with gas carbon so that it has a high temperature.
Он имел высокую температуру. Если температура разливочного ковша...
If the temperature of the pouring pot is low, then the temperature of the cast iron will drop sharply, and this will disrupt the technological process.
Температура резко ослабнет, и это нарушит технологический процесс. Шиберные задвижки, которые выпускает наш...
The gate valves that our factory produces are very well tested at the mining enterprises. Next, we mastered the production of slurry pumps. We produce slurry pumps under the brand name Virax.
Насосов мы выпускаем шламовые насосы под торговой маркой Verex. Причем мы выпускаем...
And we produce slurry pumps, both high chromium pumps and polyurethane pumps. Next year, we are planning to modernize and expand the foundry. We will purchase more powerful induction furnaces and we will expand the water cooling system. Next, all the necessary equipment for the production of quality products is provided in the foundry.
Далее мы оснастим литейный цех всем необходимым оборудованием для выпуска качественной продукции.
At the final stage of production, the sealable goods are of great importance. Goods are painted, dried, and placed in special wooden containers. Then the production of the enterprise is shipped to the customer. We go to the packing workshop.
Цех упаковки.
Let me introduce you to the logistics department head, Artyom Sey.
Сей Артем Эрикович.
Please show me your workshop.
Покажи, пожалуйста, свое хозяйство.
This is our workshop for packaging and preparation of finished products. At the moment, we have 2 people. These are the painter and the main packaging consultant. The material for packaging finished products is made from timber, pine, and oriented strand board. Here we see the initial preparation of our boxes for finished goods. Further, the oriented strand board covers are also manufactured. And now let's go to the spray booth and I will demonstrate the painting services of our goods. The final stage, that is painting of goods, takes place here. These are the bends used on pipelines at the mining and processing plants. At the moment, our interior decorator Talgat is just painting the bends. Our interior decorator Talgat puts the company's corporate logos and markings on goods. And now, as I told you, after application of markings and company logos, we pack the products in such types of boxes. The bends are also here. Here we see the adapters used on pipelines. They go from the pumps to the pipeline adapter. Our customers include Kazakh Maize, Kazzinc from Kazakhstan, and Norilsk Nickel Alrosa from Russia. There are a lot of companies that use our goods exactly in this form. All our products are certified and meet all the customers' requirements. We can guarantee the quality of our products. The products made by domestic enterprise enjoy a steady demand and the number of customers grow. Due to this, the foreign investor intends to continue the reconstruction and modernization of the plant. The volume of additional investments will make about 326 million tenge in the next year. Next year, we plan to start the synthesis site for the production of polyethylene, modernization and expansion of foundry production, and to expand the product line. I am glad that you spent the whole day with us at our company. I hope you enjoyed it. Many thanks. Bye.
На нашем предприятии. Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Большое спасибо. До свидания.